Hello, everybody. Welcome back after the break. Uh, it is I, Toxo, again. Uh, Followed up with Dwarf. How you doing today, Dwarf?
I am doing fantastic. Thank you for introing me. So lovely. And to speak about the match that we've got lined up for here is a bit of a shocker on the last one. I wasn't expecting CK to fall out that quickly, but today we have Solaris Esports against Corinthians, and this is a very interesting one, especially with the teams that we have playing today, Toxo.
Yeah, I was taking a look at the teams. Solaris has solely instead of Marvels from yesterday after
Other
coming off.
team,
I said Corinthians.
Corinthians have solely instead of Marvels, and
I
Solaris.
yeah, I said that.
They didn't. I said
What?
Solaris.
Okay, my bad. Corinthians have solely instead of Marvels. And they did lose 3-2 against Clinical, and that team did look very strong. And Solaris have they're playing. You want to take this one? My head's not working.
So it's Bale as the GC, and then you've got Grizz making his debut of season 3, I believe, and um, Wyatt, who I've never seen before, apparently Champ 2, Champ 3. So this is an interesting one. We've got some faces that we recognise. We've got one team full of faces that we recognise and 3 FAs. So this is a bit of a mismatch of a game. I think this is going to be quite telling based on the teams that we have. I think that moves us quite swiftly onto the predictions side of things, and I'll let you start off on this one.
Um, after seeing Corinthians how they played, Marvels was a big thing Corinthians needed yesterday. Even though they lost against Clinical, they did do very well and lose 3-2. I'm gonna say if Solely can, take the work that Marvels was doing yesterday, take those 50s and get some passes off, I'm gonna say Corinthians 3-2. How about yourself, Dwarf?
I'm thinking it's going to be a bit more commanding, but I'm going to go the same way. I think knowing how Soli plays, he's a very solid player. And with Solaris, Grizz can be a bit inconsistent with his ping, and I don't know whether he's got that fixed or not, but Wyatt being an unknown factor, I think it's safer to go with Corinthians 3-0.
You know,
Um,
the
yeah.
we did the exact same predictions last game, pretty much, me and Maisie. I went 3-2, he went 3-0, and it went completely the opposite way of 3-0. So let's just hope we haven't done that again. And
Well, yeah.
commentator cursed. I believe everybody is ready to go though. So
Yes.
unless you have anything else you want to say, I think we just jump right
No,
into it.
I think we can get in. I'm ready and raring for this match to begin. I'm sure the players are as well.
Yep. They're already asking when can we go. I'm just like let me chill. Oh, and now nobody wants to join.
Yeah, love
Okay.
that. So
Yep.
this is still best of 5. We won't get best of 7 until Sunday,
Yeah.
tomorrow.
All of
So we've got,
Sunday, I
yeah,
believe.
all of Sunday is best of 7. So game 1, Solaris Esports Corinthians. Let's get into it. Kick off, starting strong for Corinthians. Sorry, already getting the names mixed up. That's classic me. Love that.
Ah, it's
Bear
alright.
with a good beat though.
I'll get some messed up. I gotta commentate without any people's names. Wyatt, just bangs it downfield, looking for the first goal.
Oh,
They're both just gonna take their time. I have no idea what Solaris were doing there. Kind of gonna be a big mistake. Gonna give Corinthians their first. I mean,
other
Solaris
way
their
round.
first.
Yeah, we've
I got
ready.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love that. Let's
yeah.
go.
I set
Oh,
up
that
the.
could be through though. If someone can get on the end of that, that could just trickle in. Grizz is going to get the first goal of the series. That is quite a turn of events right there. That's not the player I was expecting to get the first goal.
Yeah, if if I guess like 20 quid at who's taking the first goal in the first series, Grizz wouldn't even have come to mind. And that's not me trying to be harsh. The Grizz is just he has a lot of technical issues.
When you've got Bale and Grizz on the same team, you would choose Bale to be the scorer 9 times out of 10. And this is the 1 out of 10 chance. I guess Grizz almost scoring another goal. He's going to instead set up solely for this one. And we're all tied up within the first minute.
Uh, yeah, Grizz just kind of being a paid actor right there. Kind of an awkward spot for him to be, though. I think he could have just left it and would have rolled out and not gone high, and, you know, one of his teammates could have bailed him out a bit. But, you know, a little bit of unfortunate events. Makes one mistake. He did get the first goal, so we'll keep that even for Grizz so far. As Bale tries to, like, dribble it all the way across and try to get some pressure for Solaris.
Grizz, good hit up there for Wyatt. Another 50 mid going in the favour of Solaris. Now City Genie trying to make something of this air dribble pass. Middle for Soli. Off the backboard. Can I get the read? There's 2 people up for it. Soli gets the touch on it. He gets the goal as well. Double commit. Doesn't matter.
You know, I haven't seen much of Solu, but so far what I've seen, it looks very solid, you know? Getting citywide into mid pass and then hitting the double tap. It was a bit of power of friendship on that double tap, but, you know, they both can take it. They can have half each, you know? They can be happy about that, as Grizz gets a save off of the kickoff. Soli with a shot, and Bale can't get the save. And then there's a great shot from Soli.
And so the gates have opened. The flood is coming through. The flurry of goals from Soli, the hat-trick already. And it's starting to go the way that I foresaw before the match began. It's just a matter of, you know, getting those challenges in early. I think Bale needs to stay on the ball a bit more, take those 50s, drawing players a bit closer, and get his teammates to get the ball to him. I think that's the only way that they have a chance. The Grizz with another shot, though. Did decently there, not quite able to get it in the goal. That's Corinthians with an awkward attempt here. Gonna be shot out by Bale now.
Solaris looking to get out of defense. Wyatt does get it around one. Citywide does get around Wyatt and Bale. Soli looking for a shot. Goes wide. Bale just gonna grab boost and let Wyatt hit it away. Bale does get demoed by Soli. Not too sure. Rising Heat taking the shot. Saved by Grizz. Soli keeping up the pressure. Grizz with the immense clear. And Solaris just need to get out of this situation when they're playing defense. Grizz does get a demo on the third, and that will open it up for Wyatt to take a shot. And that was a great demo from Grizz.
It's the champs masterclass. Bale getting the assist here. Grizz getting the demo. And Wyatt getting the goal. The perfect team play. And we're within one once more. Just past the halfway mark. Kick off again. There's a strong kick off there from Bale. Going to be awkward for Soli to deal with. He's just going to send that one out. As good job there from him. Wyatt with the centre. Bale. Bale heading the wrong way round, and it's going to be cleared out.
Big man Whale.
Yeah, I mean, we call him Whale when he wins.
Yeah.
Grizz with the clear.
I mean, we could call him Whale if he loses as well. He'd be crying about it for a little bit.
Oh, that could be awkward. Wyatt equalising. The defence not able to get the clear to the side, instead takes it centre. Not realising someone's not there to make the clear, and Wyatt's there to tap it in.
Not too sure whose fault that was on the double commit. Maybe a miscommunication, you know. I thought probably Solu's ball. Probably better for Rising Heat to stay third. As I say this, Bale with a quick shot, saved by Soli. Grizz does go wide. Soli takes control. Wyatt gets outbeat by Soli. Bale takes the 50 on Soli. Wyatt looking for a shot. Blocked out by Rising Heat. Soli with a miss. Left for Genie. Genie does manage to get around Grizz. And the Wyatt with the clear. So far...
Down.
Sorry.
That's fine. Grizz with the shot. Not quite getting a strong enough touch on that into the centre of the goal. Just going to head back to the blue half. Grizz now seems to be getting a lot of sight on the borders, Grizz. It's always there when you need him. Bale's 0 boost, trying to get the pass off to a teammate. No one's there. Solely. He's not the most mechanical player ever, but he's fast, he's solid, and he's getting the job done so far. Stellar performance from him. It's all been him in the
Oh,
Corinthian side. There's always the goal there. It's going to be sent to the side though.
if Grizz turned, that was a free open net because a mistouch from Soli, but it didn't go that way. Bale looking to put it mid for his team. Nobody there. Grizz does get a dunk on Soli. Soli looking to pop it mid for his team. Rising Heat getting a touch to Citywide. Citywide doesn't have enough boost, can't jump for it. Bale to Wyatt. Genie outbeats Bale. Grizz doesn't really get anything and just jumps, and Soli's mid to clear up the mess.
Leave it to Solely to go ahead another 800 points, 4 goals, 2 saves, 5 shots. You just need to get in front of the man. You've got to really sort of, okay, this is Rising Heat, this is Citywide Genie. I don't really need to worry too much about a shot here. Solely's on the ball. Dive for it. Because you need to worry about this man. Any shot could go in. And this is the danger, man. This is what I think Solaris need to do to shut this team down. Because it's been a close game. It's been back and forth. I think Grizz has had a fantastic game, despite missing that. It didn't matter anyway. Corinthians taking the first game. But Solaris, they had chances. They just need to shut down Solely, and they can take advantage of the 7 shots that they had in this one.
Yeah, Grizz looking really well, actually, outbeating the GC on points with saves
So did
and
Wyatt.
equal shots. Yeah, and did Wyatt. So, for Solaris, maybe, Bale needs to step up a bit. He needs to start getting these, 50s. Wyatt looks like having a little bit of ping issue. Oh.
You love to see it, to be honest. It's not a BGCS match without a ping issue, or a
Yeah.
PC issue, or any issue of any kind.
Or somebody screaming at somebody else.
Well, usually that's you, and it is your fault. Hashtag blame talk, so.
No. Hashtag blame Dwarf. No, hashtag blame Bale.
That as well. But I think on that Bale point, you've either got to commit to supporting your champs because they're performing, or trying to step up yourself. And I think for Bale, I think he needs to calm it. I think he needs to go into the role of, okay, I'm just going to bang the ball up. My teammate needs to be on it and play not conceding, because there wasn't too much defense played. I think both teams had 3 saves apiece. So yeah, I think he does need to take a bit more of a sort of sweeper role. I think that will sort of help them out a little bit more.
Yeah, I can completely agree with you. He doesn't really need to be making these plays as his teammates can. He just needs to play very solid Rocket League. Either play that third man or play the second. He doesn't really need to play the first. Looks like his champs are wanting to break out of their shells, play the first, push the ball. So if just Bale doesn't leave his teammates in as third man, what?
Well, that happened to me as well.
Okay, Rocket League camera broke. It's fine. Basic Rocket League issues.
I told you there'd be an issue of some sort.
We're having all the issues today. A
there's another triple
from
commit.
Solaris and Rising Heat with a free shot. Not too sure whose fault was that on the triple commit. I think blame all of them.
Yeah, if you're part of the triple commit, it's your problem. I think it's also up to Bale. I think he was coming in from the side there to recognise that his teammates were going to go for that, and I've just been kicked from the game.
And that is unfortunate. Technical difficulties every time, apparently. When you join, everything goes bad, apparently, Dwarf.
Well, that's not my fault.
Well, what a demo, actually! Oh. And it's just wide. Solely misses an open net. Couldn't really expect it. Wyatt outbeats Rising Heat. Solely bangs it downfield. Rising Heat looking for a shot blocked by Bale. Citywide Genie keeps up the pressure. And it is going to be Rising Heat third. Takes control, brings it into the air. Kind of fakes out Bale. Wyatt keeping up the pressure. Citywide, Cam Collective into the corner. Outfakes Bale, looking for a pinch with Solely. Doesn't get it. and Solely just bangs it downfield.
I think it's been fairly sort of end-to-end stuff, to be honest. It's been Corinthians maybe having the better chances and Solaris just getting the easy clear every time. There's no real urgency from Corinthians. And why should they be urgent? They're already up 1 goal. They aren't the ones who need to push. It's Solaris the ones that need to take risks, that need to send players forward. But they always need to have that one person back to make the clear just in case. Riz doing it that time. And Solely trying to get that on target. Can't quite wrap around it. That was Bale. Getting a weak touch there. It's going to be cut out by Genie. And again, into the corner.
It's kind of awkward on backboard.
Ooh.
Bale with the crucial save. Rising Heat trying to pop it back mid for his team. Bale takes it around 1. Gets a 50 on Genie. Passes to Wyatt. Wyatt just going to bang it up. Not keep it close. This is the issues I think Solaris are having to gain any attacking for this game. They're kind of just banging the ball and hoping Corinthians miss. They're not keeping the ball
Oh, the
close.
shot! Oh, no,
almost
Solely!
with the shot from Solely. Solely saying nice one to himself. Bale's just going to get a 50 on Rising Heat, and that's beautiful. Don't know how he recovered from whatever this ear dribble was on the side. But Bale will take it, and he will say, GG's. I'm having fun.
I think he did really well there. You know, I think he maybe could have taken it under a bit more control as he did have time, but with what he did, getting the dunk on the challenge and able to shove that one in after the Solely miss, that's going to be quite the soul destroyer there for Solely as it happens.
Promises.
He awkward touch. Solely trying to take over, but now it's Grizz, the danger man for Solaris Esports. Maybe less so this game with his 14 points.
The GOAT himself, Grizz. It's okay about the points. He's every touch he's had, it's been crucial.
It's
See?
He's not had a bad touch. Why would the center as an
I don't know who just flew past the screen. Who was that? Who just completely dived and whiffed? I think that might have been Grizz. As Bale tries to get it to Wyatt. Wyatt with the wide shot. Solely gonna keep it into the corner. Wyatt tries to pop it back out.
Oh.
Bale tries to pre-flip for some reason. Had a decent amount of time. Grizz. It's gonna clear off to the side. Stop the pressure. Bale looking for a 50. Gets outbeat by Ryzen. Wyatt gets the touch, but it goes up from mid. Outbeats Genie, but gets demoed for it.
Rising Heat with the center pass for Solely. Off the backboard, he gets an angle. Not quite on target, but there's going to be another touch. Rising Heat off the backboard. Solely with the touch in. And what a speedy play that was from Corinthians.
Yeah, Bale and Wyatt kind of jumped. Wyatt didn't really get the touch he wanted. Bale just out of the play from jumping. And it is just going to be an open net. And a very well done shot is from that.
Solely showing us how half rotations can be so effective when done properly. I don't think that's been showcased well enough for us so far. But Wyatt sending that one down to the other side. What a clear that is from Solely. No one able to get a touch for Grizz. Gets 2 to commit. Of Bale.
And beats 2 of them somehow.
I mean...
Bale, go for it. Devil Wyatt with the shot, but what a save from, I think that was Solely.
I don't know how that's not gone in. That was an extreme touch that was needed. I don't think it was even meant. I think he was just flying across the goal and he got the save.
And that was,
which is crazy.
That is highway robbery for Solaris.
Oh!
And Corinthians almost get a 3rd.
Now, you've got to take your time out here, right? Yeah. There's Bale with the timeout. You've got to. I think you're down 2 games, but both of them have been 1-goal games. You change something. Again, it's Solely. You demo him. You early challenge him. You pre-jump him. Whatever it takes. Take him out of the game. And I think Solaris have what it takes to take a game, even the series, in a reverse sweep fashion.
Yeah, you know, and as we said, Bale stepping up this round of this second round of this series, you know, gets more points than his teammates this time, but Grizz not really doing as much as he did last game. And that's the consistency that we were kind of worried about Grizz.
Well, it looks like his ping is fairly stable, so it's not that. I think it's just maybe not playing with this team and it may be feeling a little bit awkward, not used to the speed of it. Playing with Bale is difficult. I know that, and you know that.
Yep, I'm definitely one that knows that. Yeah, reason why they make playoffs. We don't talk about that one though. And
But
they
yeah,
do.
I mean, Bale's in playoffs, so
Yeah, let's not get into that. They do have 2 minutes on the clock. Uh,
yeah, Soli needs to leave. Yeah,
yeah.
we're fine.
So
So with this timeout, sorry to cut you off.
yeah, no, it's fine.
Um, Solaris, they need to bunker down. I think they tend to send too many people forward, and like I said, early challenge, pre-jump, demo, demo solely. I can't say it enough. That is the target man. If you allow him any amount of space, you're allowing a really good chance at goal, most likely. You get rid of him, the team falls apart. So that's, I think, what Solaris need to do. I think, unless you've got anything more to add on to that.
Nah, I agree with your comments. You know, come out with some more demos. I would say go for more ground 50s. To be honest, you know when they were taking it, Grizz beat 2 on a ground 50, and that's it just shows their 50s are stronger. So take some ground 50s. You know, keep the ball close and go for those demos and solely. And I think they can take these next 2 games.
Well, I'd like nothing more than to go to game 5. However, Corinthians were looking to not upset, but maybe upset the casters and the viewers in and trying to get the 3-0 sweep. Solaris will be doing their best effort in this last-ditch effort. They have no more lives left. If they lose this next game, they are out.
Yeah.
Corinthians will survive.
Yeah, it's not like Mario can't go grab an extra power up. Unfortunate. Imagine that in Rocket League, just a little power up guy.
You get a
Get
one-up,
it.
you get to go an extra round.
Yeah, you get to go next round. There's a secret like 1-up on the field. That'd be great.
Would you
Looks like
try
they
very
are
much?
ready. I'm happy you said that because they did kind of go over by 10 seconds, but it's fine. So
It's fine. 10 seconds is 10 seconds. So,
any every little helps. Tesco motto. I like Tesco.
this kickoff is like, was it messed up? No, it wasn't messed up. Okay. My camera was doing weird things.
Not the weird camera things. Come on, Psyonix, what are you doing? Solely looking to get a double the stat off the game. Citywide. Outbeats Bale. Wyatt to Bale. Rising Heat blocks off the passing play. And Bale's just gonna bang it downfield. Citywide doesn't really get the touch, gets bailed out by Solely. Grizz.
Oh
That was
no.
in Grizz. They both have the same car. And I'm not too sure what happened there.
It was a miscommunication in defense. Wyatt took it away. Grizz had the clear. Citywide shoots it on target, but Solly steals it, of course. He needs to pad those stats.
And I'm
And
gonna
Corinthians capitalizing on the Solaris misplay in defense from the two champs.
Yeah, Bale now a little bit awkward. Almost gets demoed by Rising Heat. Solely passes it mid for his team. Nobody's second man. Grizz does miss the ball, does get the bump on Solely. Bale looking to Grizz. Grizz kind of in a bad situation over flip. Solely almost gets the pre-flip redirect. Rising Heat keeps it mid for Corinthians. Genie pops out mid to Solely. Solely gets beat by Bale.
Wyatt cutting out the path from Rising Heat. Gonna be Grizzes. It's not gonna be Grizzes.
That's great.
Solely bailing out Corinthians from defense. Wyatt with a good cutout. And Bale. It's a small touch. Make it awkward for the Corinthians defense. There's a good bump there. We played out by Rising Heat. Solely on the edge of this with the shot, and what a save that is. Double commit nonetheless. The pressure's still on. Solely with another shot. That's top right and out. And there's another shot. And Rising Heat gets the goal anyway. Solely, so much pressure, so much time. And Corinthians up 2 now. The pressure mounting is getting exponentially more difficult for Solaris to come back into this series.
Yeah, like we were saying when they were taking the time out, go for some demos, and it's 2 minutes in the game pretty much, and they haven't gone for a demo yet. They're playing the same playstyle they played
Why?
before the timeout,
Oh.
and it's not really working well for them. As I say, Solaris has a bit of pressure now after the kickoff. Rising Heat looking to relieve it, tries to get it down mid for Citywide.
Oh.
Wyatt and Grizz do double commit, but Bale's there to
Oh,
bail them out.
oh,
Grizz
Chris.
with the shot goes wide. Rising Heat just leaves it, takes the boost, plays calm. Bale gets beat by Rising Heat.
I think Rising Heat has played really well, I think he's out of defense especially. He's been able to get one touch over a player that maybe some other champ wouldn't. Um, and being able to hold pressure well. There's could have been a shot, but it was sent wide. City by Genie. The pass center, solely up to get a touch. Into the corner now. Good clear from Wyatt. Rising Heat, another center, able to keep the pressure up. As I was previously saying, there's a bump. Rising Heat with the center. Grizz with the touch out, and that was almost in a dangerous spot there for Corinthians to score another. The pressure's still on though. It's mounting. Citywide Genie with the 50. That's sent up. Dangerous spot here. White needs to get a touch, and he does. Played out now by Grizz.
Not really the best touch from Grizz. Soli's gonna get a ground pinch around
Oh.
the Bale. Wyatt can't read it. Bale gets a 50 on Rising Heat. Citywide looking for a shot. Grizz goes up for the save. It's wide. And Bale just to clear it out to the side. Grizz
No.
gets a miss. Wyatt's gonna take over. Bale looking for a demo on Rising Heat. Can't get it. Solely miss jumps, kind of in an awkward spot now. Genie bails him out of that one. Triple commit from Solaris. Solely with a wide shot. And almost got the double tap.
I don't think he was going for the double tap there. I think he wanted to score, but just wasn't sure where the defense could get to, so wanted to leave his choices open. There's going to be a clear out straight to Wyatt. There's the shot at the triple commit, but it worked out in the end. Rising Heat gets the knock up for Soli, and the beat over one off the backboard. He gets the double tap. 3-0 for Corinthians, and they're absolutely running away with it. Solaris need to do something now, or they are going to go out.
Yeah, there's just no one back from third from Solaris. Wyatt and Bale double commit. We're seeing the GC and at least one champ double committing a lot throughout this series. And it's what Bale was doing when he was in Complex. And, he kind of got to stop doing this. He's a minute in, they're 3 down. If they keep playing how they're going to play, they're going to get 3-0 sweep, then they're going to be out.
No, play from Bale. 0 boost. Made awkward, but that's going to be on the backboard. Rising Heat in an awkward spot. Cleared from CCY Genie. I think that was a good double commit to go in there. Get it to go the opposite way of where the rotations were going. Bale with the cut. Gets snuffed out, and that's just going to drift on in. Wyatt with a nice save there, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Clutch defense. 20 seconds. It's not going to matter, though. I think this is going to be game.
Yeah, I also think it's going to be game. It's going to be 3-0 for Corinthians. It looks like as they get demoed, as we come down to the last 10 seconds. But Solaris at least get 1 goal so they can feel happy about this game. As it gets blocked off by Corinthians. Solely takes it out to Rising Heat. Wyatt tries to block, does. Pops it out, tries to get his teammate. Grizz gets blocked off by Rising Heat, and that will be a 3-0 sweep. And a game 3, 3-0 for Corinthians.
That was exactly what I was expecting. I can't lie. The first 2 games were close, to be fair. Solaris put up an extremely good fight, bringing in 2 FAs. It's always difficult playing with 2 FAs, but they just weren't able to adjust their play. They weren't able to adjust the Corinthians' pressure. All of them being so mechanical, they're able to keep that pressure up, do those half rotations, get some powerful shots on, and the defense could not withstand it, especially with the triple commits. So Corinthians will take that in a relatively controlled 3-0 sweep. And they'll be heading on to face their favourites, the people who put them down into the lower bracket in the first place, Clinical Masterminds. That match will be at 9.
And then we have Unseen versus Resurrection at 8, so in half an hour. Uh, what do you think? What do you think's gonna happen with the Unseen and Resurrection?
Unseen Resurrection, I think. I don't think the Unseen have looked as good as they did in league play, but it's hard to go against them still. I think I'm going to have to say, if I were to do a prediction, I think it's going to go a 3-1 to the Unseen. Um, I think it's going to be controlled.
I by looking how what each team won against, Resurrection coming off a 3-0 loss from Interstellar, and an Unseen going 3-1 against Interstellar. So Unseen did do a little better. I'm gonna say 3-2 Unseen. I think it's gonna be a very interesting game. I do want to see a game 5 today, at least one. It's been 2 3-0s in a row.
We'll get one with Corinthians and Clinical, surely. I feel like that is our best bet for another game 5. They showed it in the upper bracket, round 1. Might get it again in lower round 2 at 9 p.m. But like you said, the Unseen versus Resurrection at 8 p.m. Do not go anywhere. Make sure to join the Discord, subscribe to the YouTube, watch the TikToks, all of it.